In this video, we are learning 79 negative sentences in English. They are very common in daily life. So let's get started. The first one is Harry doesn't like to eat spicy food. Harry doesn't like. He doesn't like. She doesn't like. I don't like. You don't like. They don't like. But Harry doesn't like. I don't like to eat spicy food. Harry doesn't like to eat spicy food. Do not spoil the weekends of your kids. Do not spoil the weekends of your kids. Number 3 is there are no apples in the basket. There are no apples, or we can say there aren't any apples in the basket. There are no apples. James is not allergic to peanuts. Is not allergic to peanuts. Number 5. I have not been going to the gym for 7 days. See, I have not or I've not. I've not been going to the gym for 7 days. So, for how many days? For 7 days. You can change it. I have not been going to work for 10 days. Alright, so it's easy. Just put the words. I haven't been going to school for 2 days. They are not from Ecuador. They're not from. They are or they're. They're not from Ecuador. I'm not from Ecuador. She. Very good. She is not from Ecuador. What about he? He's not from Ecuador. So, they're not from Ecuador. Number 7. My father is not going to his office. My father is not going, or my father's not going to his office. My father's not going to his office. We cannot overcome their problems. We cannot overcome their problems. Overcome means deal with. We cannot deal with the problems. We cannot solve the problems. Alright, so we cannot overcome the problems. He is not interested in sports. It means he doesn't like sports. He's not interested in sports. Johnny is not going to school today. Johnny is not going to school today. Or, my father is not going to work today. My mom is not going to hospital today. I haven't eaten rice for a month. I haven't eaten rice for a month. Johnson was not responsible for this mistake. Johnson wasn't responsible for this mistake. See, we don't say mistake, we say mistake. Mistake. What is the next? There was no car on the road. There was no car on the road. There was no car on the street. There was no car in the town. The child is not wearing a hat. The child isn't wearing a hat. Or the child isn't wearing a coat, isn't wearing a jacket. She's not wearing shoes. She's not wearing socks. You cannot go there alone. You cannot go there alone. I didn't meet him in the party. I didn't meet him or meet him. I didn't meet him in the party. I didn't meet him in the party. Party or party. Cats do not like swimming. Cats do not like swimming. Or I don't like swimming. I don't like running. You don't like hiking. Dogs don't like swimming. We don't live near each other. We don't live near each other. What about she? She doesn't live near us. She doesn't live near us. No human is totally perfect. Totally or totally. No human is totally perfect. Totally perfect means completely perfect. No human is totally perfect. He doesn't work anymore. He doesn't work anywhere. He doesn't work anywhere. I don't work anywhere. You don't work anywhere. She doesn't work anywhere. Number 21. There is no one in the house. There is no one in the house. Or there is no one in the room. There is no one in the office. There is no one in the house. She won't be attending the Met Gala this year. She won't be attending the Met Gala this year. They don't even try to apologize. What is apologize? It means say sorry. They don't even try to apologize. I haven't cooked since I got injured in the crash. I haven't cooked since I got injured in the crash. His car fails to start in the morning. His car fails to start. It means his car doesn't start in the morning. Marcus is not an engineer. Marcus is not or isn't an engineer. The fire station is not located near this city. The fire station is not located near this city. Is not or isn't. She hasn't learned to type yet. She hasn't learned to type yet. I do not love you anymore. I do not or I don't love you anymore. Do you love me? No, I don't love you anymore. She doesn't love me anymore. She doesn't love me anymore. I think he doesn't love me anymore. None of my cousins live near us. None of my cousins live near us. Or, for example, none of my uncles live near us. None of my aunts live near us. Most children don't walk to school anymore. Most children, most students don't walk to school anymore. She's never been abroad. She has never been abroad. She's never been abroad. There were no newspapers left in the shop by 1 o'clock. By 1 o'clock means until 1 o'clock. Okay? So there were no newspapers left. We can say newspaper or newspaper. There were no newspapers left in the shop by 1 o'clock. She might not be joking. It could be true. She might not be joking. It could be true. They don't go to school on Wednesdays. They don't go to school on Wednesdays. For days of the week, we use on. So, for example, I don't go to school on Tuesdays. Or, she doesn't go to work on Mondays. Living in a small flat does not make it easy to have pets. Living in a small flat or apartment. Living in a small flat does not make it easy to have pets. I hadn't decided whether to take the subway or go in the car. Okay, so you sometimes take the subway or take the bus or take a taxi, but sometimes you drive. For example, you want to go to work, so you drive to work. You go by your car. I hadn't decided whether to take the subway or go in the car. Why didn't you ask Linda? Why didn't you or didn't you? Why didn't you ask Linda? Why didn't you ask me? Why didn't you ask me? What don't you understand? What don't you understand? What don't you understand? Isn't that Mike's brother? Isn't that Mike's brother? There was no one in the office, so I left a message. There was no one, or there wasn't anyone in the office. So I left a message. I won't be very late tonight. I won't be very late tonight. There aren't any seats left. There aren't any seats left. Seat means chair. There aren't any seats left. It means we don't have any seats or we don't have any empty seats. Tell them I don't want to see anyone. Tell them I don't want to see anyone. What he said was very impolite. What he said was very impolite. Impolite means rude. It wasn't polite, so polite or impolite. What he said was very impolite. Too many people are homeless in this city. Too many people are homeless in this city. Homeless means someone who doesn't have any house. For example, jobless, someone who doesn't have any job. So, too many people are homeless in this city. There is nothing at all left in the fridge. There's nothing at all left in the fridge. It means we don't have anything in the fridge. We don't have anything to eat. I'd rather not be here at all. I'd rather. It means I prefer. I prefer not to be here. I'd rather not be here at all. We had no rain at all this summer. We had no rain at all this summer. Or we had no snow at all this winter. She was not at all happy with the result. She wasn't at all. She wasn't at all happy with the result. I wish I hadn't sent that email to him. I wish I hadn't sent. It is past perfect. I wish I hadn't sent that email to him. Or, I wish I hadn't told you that. I wish I hadn't told you the truth. You shouldn't cheat on tests. You shouldn't cheat on exams. They are not friends with each other anymore. They are not or they aren't friends with each other anymore. Any more or any longer. He won't be late again. I won't be late again. You won't be late again. They haven't talked to each other for a long time. Or, we haven't talked to each other for a long time. We didn't know anything about it. We didn't know anything about it. We didn't know anything about it. You didn't go to the office today, did you? You didn't go to the office today, did you? It's a kind of tag question. See? The first part is negative. The second part is positive. So, didn't, here we use did. You didn't go to the office today, did you? He doesn't speak English very well. He doesn't speak English very well. Or, she doesn't speak French very well. I don't speak French very well, but I speak English very well. Neither of us found your keys. Neither of us found your keys. The shop is not open today. The shop is not open today. Or, for example, the bank is not open today. The bank is not open tomorrow. I didn't go into the room because it was locked. I didn't go into the room because it was locked. You haven't been to Paris, have you? You haven't been to Paris, have you? Or, you haven't been to London, have you? I haven't been to New York City. I haven't been to New York. What about you? They haven't done anything yet. They haven't done anything yet. What is the tense? It is present perfect. That's it. They haven't done. Or I haven't done. You haven't done. She hasn't done. Nice. She hasn't done anything yet. You don't need to do that now, do you? You don't need. See, it's a tag question. You don't need to do that now, do you? Do you? I don't know what it is. 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 You don't have to get up so early tomorrow. You don't have to get up so early tomorrow. You haven't taken your medicine, have you? You haven't taken your medicine, have you? They couldn't have done that. They couldn't have done that. It means it is impossible that they have done that. They couldn't have done that. What is the next sentence? We were not surprised when she left. We were not surprised. We were not shocked when she left. I haven't done my homework yet. I haven't done my job yet. I haven't done my homework yet. I find it impossible to lie to her. I find it impossible. What is the opposite? Possible. Impossible, possible. I find it impossible to lie to her. It means I can't lie to her. I dislike being away from my family. I dislike. What is the opposite? Like. I dislike being away from my family. I dislike being away from my friends. I dislike being away from my parents. He was totally uninterested in sport. He was totally uninterested. It means he doesn't like. Uninterested. The opposite is interested. Uninterested in sport or in sports. So you can make new sentences like this. He was totally uninterested in movies. I am totally uninterested in music. They didn't study, so they didn't pass the test. They didn't study, so they didn't pass the test. So, why didn't they pass the test? Because they didn't study. It hasn't been easy for either of us. For either or either. It hasn't been easy for either of us. I'm the only one who hasn't lied to you. I'm the only one who hasn't lied to you. All people, all your friends, all your relatives lied to you, but I'm the only one who hasn't lied to you. We didn't sleep well last night. We didn't sleep well last night. I didn't sleep well last night. It doesn't look like he'll be able to make it. It doesn't look like he'll be able to make it. Be able means can. He can. It doesn't look like he can make it. The Weather Channel says that it won't rain tomorrow. It won't rain tomorrow. Who said that? The Weather Channel. The Weather Channel says that it won't rain tomorrow. Thank you guys for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. For more videos, please subscribe the channel and click on the bell so you get notified for new videos. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below. That's it. See you next time.